moment of truth is always when you take this off and it turned out. Hi there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very Polish recipe, a Polish Babka recipe, which is something that's super popular to have in an Easter basket when you go bless eggs. And it's just something that's super popular to have at the Easter table and eat for dessert for Easter breakfast. So I wanted to share with you a recipe, not from my grandma, but from someone else's grandma. I thought it would be really, really fun to share this recipe with you. So come along, let me show you how to make this. I'll write the recipe below along with tips and tricks that have worked for me. One of those tips is when you have eggs out of the fridge, just pour the hot water on them, not boiling water, just from the tap, hot water, and leave them for 5-10 minutes. That way the eggs, when you beat them, will become more fluffy. So what you're going to need is some butter, about 200 grams of butter, 1 cup of flour, let me just make sure, 200 grams of butter, 4 eggs, 1 lemon and a little bit of lemon rind, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I always add more, so I add 2 teaspoons, but that's up to you. 1 cup of flour, half a cup of potato flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Here I'm gonna have my assistants with me who are just eating breakfast, but I'm starting late this year and we're going to bless the baskets right away. So I wanted to get this in the oven before we go. You turn the oven on to 170 degrees Celsius. I'm from Canada, so I'll have to check how much it is in Fahrenheit because I'm not sure. And once that's set up, you take your mold, which just looks like this, wipe it down with a little bit of butter, and a little trick that works as well is pour some breadcrumbs on it, and then it'll just come out very, very nice, and like the outside will be super crisp. So the next step is to melt your butter and add to it the lemon juice and the lemon rind. Now my husband and I don't like super lemony cakes, so I'm not gonna add the rind, I'm just adding the lemon juice. But if you like something that's a little bit more of a stronger lemon, that's when you add the rind. Right, Matilda? That's right. Why not?
Because I want.
So this is what the butter lemon mixture looks like, and you just sort of set that aside, and now you move on to mixing your eggs and sugar together. One of the key things to this, to have like a really, really good babka, is to mix it for a solid 10 minutes so that it's really, the eggs and the sugar have combined really, really well. So I use a mixer that I have, but if you don't have one on hand, you can just use a hand mixer and play 2 or 3 of your favorite songs while you're mixing. So while that's mixing, as you can hear, You take flour, potato flour. I just put it through a sieve, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder as well. And I just sort of put it all together, and then we're gonna be able to add all the mixtures together in just a second. I also then take a teaspoon of vanilla, or 2 teaspoons because I really like the taste of vanilla, and add it to the egg mixture. So you can see that it's turning into like a white poof. Here we have our butter and lemon mixture and our sieved flour mixture as well. Just give this a few more minutes of mixing, and then we'll slowly add the flour in. While it's mixing, what I do is I do a quick tidy of the kitchen so that it's easier to deal with later on. Right, Emma? Yeah. Emma's helping me as well. Yeah? The plastics are here. This one. Yeah? Throw it in. Good job, Emma! Good job! So the consistency of the dough should be kind of pudding-esque. It should be very similar to pudding. And the last thing that you have to do is just pour it into your cake mold and put it in the oven for about 45 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius. Just take this bowl out, and I can't. Oh, there we go. I got it.
Okay, the next thing will be like I will choose the taste we want one day do it, and we will wait, and you will use the way.
All right, this is what it looks like when you put a toothpick in. It comes out clear. That's the goal. Once you take it out of the oven, you can just flip it. And then what I do is I put powdered sugar on top, just because we don't really like a glaze on top. But you can just also make a lemon glaze. I'll find the recipe that I use. So moment of truth is always when you take this off. And it turned out really well. I was nervous. I always get nervous that it's gonna get stuck, even though I added breadcrumbs and butter and stuff, but that's just always a big fear of mine. But it turned out so well. I'll show you once it cools down. I'll put the powdered sugar on top, and I'll show you what it looks like. But yay, it looks so good. Alright guys, this is what the babka looks like with powdered sugar on it. I am so excited. It looks great. Like I said, you can also do like a powdered sugar watery, like a glaze on top, like a lemony glaze. I think that would taste great, but I personally love the powdered sugar, so that's what we did. See how you like it, and then if you want another one, we'll discuss it.
Okay, Emma,
You want this one instead? Which one do you want?
Emma, you can't just play with it like that.
Emma?
Yeah.
So I'm already chewing the first piece. It's very, very good. Just to let you guys know though, Polish Babka it's a little bit dry. It's not like a super moist cake. Even there's a name for it, like Babka piaskowa, which means like sand babka. So Not that it's like sandy, but it's super crumbly, but very, very light. Not a very overwhelming lemon flavor, just a light lemon flavor, which we like. The powdered sugar adds that bit of you know, like sugar rush into it. It's delicious. I really, really recommend it. If you do happen to make this cake, please let me know. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you enjoy it. Take pictures of it. Tag me on Instagram, because it just inspires me to make more and more of these recipes and to find old family recipes like this so that I can share it with you. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time on my channel, give a subscribe. That really helps my channel out. John's laughing at me because I forgot what I was gonna say. And as always, Matilda, Emma, John, and myself are wishing you a wonderful day and happy Easter.